base behind the plate tonight.
That one crushed.
The official behind the plate tonight was in the field Tuesday night.
That ball crushed. Left field, way back to the wall. Ball game! Walk-off three-run ball for Carter Crow.
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Owen Davenport. Swung on hard out to left field. It's back. It's gone. Sean Cover, 3-run home run. 2-pitch from Billick. Gets him swinging for out number 3.
Hit well to deep center. It's caught. What a catch in center field by London Stewart.
1-2 from Cicero, rings him up, strikes out the side. Swung on hard into left center field, and that's going to do it. A walk-off double for Cover, wins the game for your Wampus Cats.
Hit high to the right side, easily underneath it, and the Conway Wampus Cats are 6A Central Conference champions.
Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5 is proud to be home of the Centennial Bank broadcasts of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, presented by Chris Crane Hyundai. Join Eric King and J.R. Runyon as we follow the Conway Wampus Cats all season long. Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5 Sports, brought to you in part by Centennial Bank, Chris Crane Hyundai, Baptist Health, Haynes Ace Hardware, Dyer Mark, Arkansas Eye Care Group, Conway Regional Health. It is driven by Genesis of Conway. It's time for the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports. Now, let's join Eric King and the radio voice of Conway Sports, J.R. Runyon, for the call of tonight's action on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And good evening, and welcome to another ball game here on the Conway Wampus Cats home station, right here at Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5. J.R. Runyon joining you here as we get ready for a trip out Highway 10. We are here at Little Rock Christian. Beautiful evening and afternoon, a little bit more sultry than what we saw on Tuesday night. But the Wampus Cats, of course, hoping to continue the tradition that they have started this season, and that is the winning tradition. 19-0 coming in on the season, 11-0 in conference play. And tonight, Little Rock Christian, who sits in the 2 spot in the conference standings with a 10-2 record, 16-3 overall. And so a pivotal game here for both teams as they try to position themselves for postseason. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here tonight for both of these teams. First of all, for the Conway Wampus Cats, it'll be Thomas Ford at third, followed up by Sean Cover playing shortstop tonight. Max Holland is back behind the plate. Willie Voss will hit in the leadoff in the cleanup position. He will be playing first base. Blake Kortzmeyer is in left field. Carter Crow in right field. London Stewart is in center field. Silas Cicero is at second base tonight. And Malik Simpson is hitting in the 9-hole as the designated hitter. Nate Wanamaker is on the mound to start the ball game for Conway. On the other side of the ledger, the Little Rock Christian Academy Warriors, Connor Smith is playing first base tonight, hitting first. Up in the number 2 slot will be Ryan Mullen, who is playing left field. Hayden Hall is at third and hitting third. Cole Davis is the shortstop, hitting in the 4 slot. Reed Mitchell hits 5 and plays second. Ridge Bowman is the designated hitter. Carson Crum is in right field, hitting 7th. Hitting 8th is Everett Woodard. He is behind the plate today. And Dominic Cicero, a name that you may hear a bit several times here tonight, is playing center field and batting 9th, while Brady Pennick will be on the hill for Little Rock Christian. So J.R. Runyon joining you here from the beautiful facilities here at Little Rock Christian Academy, and my thanks to all of the crew here for making it possible for us to be broadcasting from our position here tonight, and glad to have you on board for more Conway baseball here on this Thursday night. I had to stop and think exactly what night is this. Yes, indeed it is. It is Thursday night here I'm still getting confused in my days of the week here. But glad to get this one in. So far, no rain that's really of significance. I saw some rain coming down from Conway in the Mayflower area. But here, it looks like that it is dry right now, and hopefully we can keep it that way and get this game fully underway.
On the mound today, pitcher number 7.
And so we are going to take a break here while we do our opening ceremonies with the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence, and then our national anthem, and we'll come back with the first pitch as we get ready here for the Conway Wampus Cats on the road at Little Rock Christian here on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Your home is your palace, an extension of you, and the first impression of your home starts on the outside. Dirt and Landscape and Supply knows how important it is to have the outside of your home reflect your image and style. At Dirt and Landscape and Supply, you will find multiple choices of mulch, decorative river rock, garden soil, landscape stone, crushed rock, and culverts up to 48 inches. Plus, at Dirt and you can take advantage of their great 3D rendering design tools so you can see the future of your project before you break ground. Dirt and Landscape and Supply helps you break ground with integrity in design, products, and the expertise to set your castle apart from all the rest. Learn more at dirtandlandscapes.com or come by 50 Stanford Road on the west side of Highway 65 at the Flats. Dirt and Landscape and Supply, the supplies and expertise for the do-it-yourselfer, as well as the team to do the complete job for you. Breaking ground with integrity for your castle every day. Dirt and Landscape and Supply also offers statewide delivery, along with veteran and contractor discounts. dirtandlandscapes.com.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's red hot deal time at Haynes Ace Hardware at Conway and Morrilton. Power up the lawn care experience with Ego battery-powered mowers, trimmers, blowers, and more. Easier than ever with great pricing and combo deals. Enjoy spring and summer with a new grill, Traeger, Weber, Big Ring Egg, Blackstone, all at Haynes Ace Hardware. Haynes has outdoor furniture for every yard, cozy or spacious. Bring in the savings now at Haynes Ace Hardware in Morrilton and Conway, the helpful place.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports.
JR.
Driven by Genesis of Conway.
Nice to meet you.
On Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Welcome back here to Little Rock Christian Academy as we get ready for today's 6A Central Conference game with the Little Rock Christian Warriors playing your Conway Wampus Cats. Thomas Ford will lead things off for the Wampus Cats. And again, part of that powerful lineup that Conway continues to see deliver. A couple of home runs on Tuesday night at home against Little Rock Catholic in a 10-0 victory. And one of those, a 3-run shot by Carter Crow in the first inning. It kind of just settled the score. I mean, it came out being a 10-0 game, but Conway put 6 up in that first inning. And I know they'd like to do nothing better than to do that here this afternoon on the road here at Little Rock Christian. But a little bit different challenge, probably, although, you know, they threw their ace on Tuesday night, did Little Rock Catholic, but Brady Pinnick on the mound here tonight for the Warriors, and he will get the assignment of facing a starting lineup that, well, let's just say has a lot of power, has a lot of speed, and from 1 through 9 hits the ball very, very well. So that'll be the challenge here this afternoon. Again, starting lineup for the Wampus Cats, it'll be Ford, Culver, Holland, and Voss in the 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. Thomas Ford coming into the ball game with just an 8.2% strikeout rate. Walks 23.3% of the time. Very effective at getting on base and making things happen for the Wampus Cats.
For the Wampus Cats, number 23, third baseman, Thomas Ford.
So Thomas Ford comes to the plate, hitting, of course, from the left-hand side. Wampus Cats in their blue road jerseys and white pants, in the fully white uniforms with the dark blue caps on for the Christian Warriors, and we're ready to go with the first pitch. And that's right there in there for strike one. Ford, a patient hitter. for the Wampus Cats. Takes a look at strike two. So Ford finds himself down 0-2 to lead things off here for the Wampus Cats. Let's see what Penning does here with the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be popped up. May fall in the gap, though, between. Nope, shortstop is there to catch it for the first out of the inning. Nice job that time by the shortstop, ranging out there and kind of catching it in the basket for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Sean Cover to the plate, leading the Wampus Cats in hitting on the season. Coming in hitting .590. Cover had a shot off of the scoreboard in Conway on Tuesday night. It was a no-doubter from the time it left the bat. Looks at the first pitch outside, ball one. Cover hits from the right side. Looks at that pitch outside. An on-base percentage of .644 on the season. Pretty effective at the plate, to say the least. And hitting .590. The 2-0 pitch. It's going to be hit to the left side. Third baseman's there to grab it. And over to first base for the first out of the inning. Or the second out of the inning. So Max Holland will come to plate. And you may have heard in the background mention that he is catching. The Razorback commit is, I think I'm correct in this, but I know as far as conference play, this will be his first game behind the plate. So coming back from injury, he has been playing shortstop. He and Cover have switched off with that position here tonight. 2 outs. Pitch outside, ball one. Max Holland does not have, quote, enough at-bats yet to get him into the official average for the Wampus Cats. But still hitting .522 in his trips to the plate this season. That pitch finds the outside corner for strike one, and the count goes to 1-1. Two outs, Max Holland at the plate. We're in the top of the first, no score. That was going to be out of play to the right side. And he'll find himself down 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Max Holland, the number 3 hitter for the Wampus Cats. Penix sets. Looking for, has the pitch call ready to go. And that's going to be driven to shortstop. He will get it. Does he have enough arm to get him? No, he'll throw that into the dugout. And Max Holland will be on board with a 2-out. See if we call that a base hit or an error on a throw. Not sure that he would have had him. So it will be a base hit. Willie Voss will come to the plate. And Kim Brown will check on in for Max Holland, since Holland is catching today. So Brown will be the courtesy runner at first base for the Wampus Cats, and Willie Voss will come to the plate. In the cleanup position, Voss with a .625 on-base percentage so far in this season. Hitting .422 at the plate. The lefty looks at a pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Yes. The 0-1 pitch fouled off at the plate. Count goes to 0-2. Willie Voss, who retrieves the ball for the man in blue behind the plate, who was out in the field Tuesday night in the Conway Catholic game. We've seen him on numerous basketball courts, too. A well-rounded official. The 0-2 pitch. Swung at inside again, foul off. So the count remains 0-2. 0-2 with a runner at first, 2 outs in the inning. No score yet in this ball game. Wampus Cats on the road here at Little Rock Christian Academy. Willie Voss at the plate with an 0-2 count. Pitches outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Voss on the season leads the Wampus Cats with 24 runs on the season scored. A blooper to left field, but it's high enough and long enough. The left fielder's underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Cats leave a runner. And after a half inning, no score on the board. Back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5 with our Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we're growing together.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Nate Wanamaker back out on the hill for the Wampus Cats here in this Thursday night action. Wanamaker with 18 1/3 innings pitched on the season. Has faced 71 batters and has an ERA of 0.00. He'll be facing Connor Smith, Ryan Mullen, and Hayden Hall. And should any of those boys get on board, it'll be Cole Davis in the cleanup position.
Little Rock Christian Warriors, number 6. First baseman, Connor Smith.
Number 6, Connor Smith comes to the plate to lead things off here for Little Rock Christian in the bottom of the first. Wanamaker looks in, now looks at the armband, and is ready to go. First pitch in there and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Does not get the commit on the, they'll say, appeal down the first base line, says no swing. Count goes to 1-1. Right back up the middle, and there's a base hit. Sitting that one right back up the middle, and so the leadoff man on board.
Now batting for your Little Rock Christian Warriors, number 5. Left fielder.
That'll bring Ryan Mullen to the plate. Just the 9th hit against Wanamaker on the season, making his 11th appearance here tonight. He'll look over to first base at Smith. Shows bunt, but pulls it back and pitches inside, ball 1. Thomas Ford anticipating the possibility of the bunt after showing it. Mullen, the left fielder for Little Rock Christian. Wanamaker sets, brings the pitch in home. It's going to be inside for ball 2. Wanamaker checks the runner. Gets that one in for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. No outs in the inning. Runner at first base. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. 1 runner on board. Nobody out here. We're in the bottom of the first inning of a no-score ball game.
I'm sorry, I'm covering a baseball game. What are you talking about?
And a little roller. Only play is going to be Wanamaker over to first base. And that'll be the first down of the inning as the runner advances. 1-3. See how they score that. The runner advances to second base. Hayden Hall is the third baseman for Little Rock Christian. And he comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position with 1 out now in the inning. And takes that one and drives it to left field. Is it going to be enough? No, the runners are going to hold. There'll be runners at first and third with 1 out now. On the base hit there by Hayden Hall. And to bring up the cleanup hitter, Cole Davis, to the plate.
For your Little Rock Christian Warriors, number 4, shortstop, Cole Davis.
So Davis comes to the plate with the runners at first and third and 1 out of the inning. Wanamaker looking for the pitcher's best friend right here to get out of the inning. That's going to be a high sky. Will it stay in play? Ford is over there and squeezes it for the second out of the inning. Great job by Thomas Ford calling off Max Holland there. He had the better angle. Squeezes it for out number 2. So just like that, 2 outs now in the inning.
Second baseman, Reed Mitchell.
So Reed Mitchell will come to the plate now, again with the runners at the corners. Now 2 outs in the inning. Conversation going to be had on the infield here as they come in and discuss what the alignment, make sure everybody knows that there's 2 outs. What they will do if the ball comes to them, making sure everybody's on the same page. Home plate umpire will come out and break up the conversation. He's like, I'm glad I didn't have to walk all the way out there. So Max Holland will come back behind the plate. Sean Cover back to shortstop. And we are ready to go. 2 outs in the inning. Reed Mitchell at the plate. The Warriors second baseman. Little Rock Christian trying to get on the board first. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Wanamaker looks in. Gives a swing and a miss. Throw down to first. Not in time. The runner gets back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and third. The number 5 hitter, Reed Mitchell, at the plate here for Little Rock Christian. Wanamaker sets and delivers outside. Good job by Holland in protecting that ball and keeping it out in front of him. Made the throw down to first, but runner got back in time. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. No score in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 2 teams on top of the conference standings here in the 6A Central. Gets the strike call there, and the count goes to 2-2. Nate Wanamaker shakes his head and acknowledges the dugout and the conversation there, and we're ready to go. 2-2 with 2 runners on board, first and third. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Wanamaker works out of a couple of base hits here in the inning. And after one, no score. We'll be back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's red hot deal time at Haynes Ace Hardware at Conway and Morrilton. Power up the lawn care experience with Ego battery-powered mowers, trimmers, blowers, and more. Easier than ever with great pricing and combo deals. Enjoy spring and summer with a new grill, Traeger, Weber, Big Green Egg, Blackstone, all at Haynes Ace Hardware. Haynes has outdoor furniture for every yard, cozy or spacious. Spring into savings now at Haynes Ace Hardware in Morrilton and Conway, the helpful place.
Strokes can cause a range of problems, from walking and balancing to memory and even paralysis. Thanks to advances in treatment and rehabilitation, the outlook for stroke patients is more hopeful than ever. Baptist Health Advanced Comprehensive Stroke Center has the technology, infrastructure, staff, and training to treat patients of all ages with all types of strokes. We help patients return to their communities while assisting their families in adapting to their diagnosis and any impairments. When time and treatment matter, trust Baptist Health for the highest standard of care.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Welcome back here to Little Rock Christian here on this cloudy kind of a Thursday night.
Leading off the top of the second,
Kind of humid out there, too.
outfielder Blake Kortsmeyer.
Blake Kortsmeyer will lead things off for the Wampus Cats, along with Carter Crow and London Stewart due up here in the top half of the second inning. Kortsmeyer hitting 448 coming in. Also has 23 RBI on the season, trailing over only Sean Cover in that capacity. Shows the bunt, and it bunts foul and behind the plate. Kortsmeyer has been a very effective bunter. Had a great bunt the other night that kept things rolling for the Cats in that second inning against Catholic. So 0-1 the count. Leadoff man here in the top of the second inning. Almost hits Kortsmeyer, but rises up over his helmet. The Wampus Cats have been hit by a pitch 52 times on the season. There's going to be a shot to right field, caught by the second baseman. Great snag out there by the second baseman. Reed Mitchell for the first out of the inning.
For the Wampus Cats, number 9, right fielder Carter Crow.
So Carter Crow will come to the plate for the Wampus Cats. He's hitting 458 on the season, an on-base percentage of .597. Has 22 hits on the season here for Conway. Looks at a pitch that's up high, ball one. One ball, no strikes. One out in the inning. Crow looks at a pitch outside. The count goes to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, one out. That pitch is inside. The count goes to 3-0. See what Kortsmeyer does here with the 3-0 pitch. Will he lay off it? He does, and it's in there for strike one. Three balls, one strike, one out in the inning. The Wampus Cat left fielder at the plate. He's been an RBI machine as of late. Check swing foul. Bat never really came off of the shoulder, but just in his motion, he tried to hold it up. Pitch went up there and went foul. So the count goes full, 3-2. And the payoff pitch is caught by the right fielder.
Now batting for the Wampus Cats, number 14, center fielder London Stewart.
So the Wampus Cats center fielder will come in now. For the Wampus Cats, London Stewart. Some great plays defensively. Has scored 20 runs on the season for Conway. Takes that one to right field and out number 3. So
After the top of the second, that's no runs on no hits.
no hits, no runs, and after 1.5, our score remains 0-0. Back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5, the home of the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports.
Your home is your palace, an extension of you, and the first impression of your home starts on the outside. Dirt & Landscape & Supply knows how important it is to have the outside of your home reflect your image and style. At Dirt & Landscape & Supply, you will find multiple choices of mulch, decorative river rock, garden soil, landscape stone, crushed rock, and culverts up to 48 inches. Plus, at Dirt & you can take advantage of their great 3D rendering design tools so you can see the future of your project before you break ground. Dirt & Landscape & Supply helps you break ground with integrity in design, products, and the expertise to set your castle apart from all the rest. Learn more at dirtandlandscapes.com or come by 50 Stanford Road on the west side of Highway 65 at the Flats. Dirt & Landscape & Supply, the supplies and expertise for the do-it-yourselfer, as well as the team to do the complete job for you. Breaking ground with integrity for your castle every day. Dirt & Landscape & Supply also offers statewide delivery, along with veteran and contractor discounts. dirtandlandscapes.com.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back as we go to the bottom of a second inning here in a scoreless ball game. Ridge Bowman, Carson Crum, and Everett Woodard due up for the Little Rock Christian Academy Warriors here. First pitch, a pie, ball 1. That pitch catches the corner. A little delay call there. Wanamaker gets him to swing at that one, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And gets him to swing at that one. Ball is dropped, but down to first base for out number 1.
Up next for your Little Rock Christian Warriors, number 16.
Second strikeout of the ball game there for Wanamaker will bring up Carson Crum, the right fielder, who has been rather active here in the last 15 minutes of this ball game. Catching a couple of fly balls back in the top of the inning. Comes to the plate with 1 out. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Wanamaker gets set to deliver the 0-2 pitch. That was going to be fouled out to the left side. Count remains 0-2. does not get the call on that pitch. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. You have to be patient with this umpire. You can't anticipate his call. That's going to be fouled off, and the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Nobody on board here in the bottom of the second. Again, no score in this one yet. That's going to be hit to second base. Quickly over to first base for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Everett Woodard,
Number 8, the man behind the plate.
the catcher for Little Rock Christian Academy. With 2 outs of the inning. Wanamaker looking into the dugout for Coach Harden and the sign. Down low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, inside, ball 2. Wanamaker makes sure that he is awake at the plate. A little inside pitch. Just seen the swing of that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three balls and 1 strike. A pitch that has been called a strike here tonight at times. The 3-1 pitch. That'll be taken into left field for a 2-out single. He'll turn and look, and the throw will come back in. And third hit of the ball game for Little Rock Christian.
Little Rock Christian Warriors, right center
We'll
fielder,
bring center fielder Dominic Cicero
Dominic Cicero.
to the plate for the Warriors here, the number 9 hitter.
Courtesy runner for the Warriors, number 33, Will Hawkins.
Courtesy runner down there for Little Rock Christian, Will Hawkins. That was going to be fouled down the left field line, third base line. Nothing the score. Third hit of the ball game for Little Rock Christian. Has a runner at first base with 2 outs. Dominic Cicero at the plate. For strike 2. Nice pitch by Wanamaker. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Bottom of the second. over. Safely back, easily. Is Cicero. Conway not afraid to try to steal a base, that's for sure. Speed up and down this lineup for the Wampus Cats. Pitch is down low. Oh, no. Now, that's what I'm talking. See what I'm talking about? A delayed strike call. The pitch was, I think, the ball was already back to the pitcher, and he was getting ready for the next pitch when he called that strike. So count goes to 1-1. And I thought I gave myself plenty of time. Again, ball thrown over, and again, Cicero back safely. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Leadoff man on board, courtesy of a walk for the Wampus Cats. Thomas Ford on deck. Leadoff hitter for the Cats. And there's the bunt from Simpson, and he's going to have to really run to catch him, but he does. But Cicero advances to second base on the sacrifice there by Malik Simpson. The Wampus Cats have a runner in scoring position. Good job by Simpson laying that one down to where the only play was going to be at first, and that had to be quickly thrown because Malik has pretty doggone good speed. There's now a conversation on the mound between pitcher and catcher as to be sure everybody's on the right page. But the runner advances down to
Now batting for the Wampus Cats,
third base.
number 3, Blake Kortzmeyer.
And Mr. RBI, Blake Kortzmeyer, comes to the plate with a runner at third. Already 3 across here for Conway in the top of the third.